Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our last complimentary free broadcast for today. Tonight at 9 o'clock, all hell is going to break loose. All right. Tonight, we start our December boot camp. Lives are going to be changed. Rankings are going to change. And I am more excited than ever to be able to share this information with you. So let's talk a little bit about it. Let me first see who's here. Now, I'm kind of at a disadvantage because I can't see the people who are watching this on Facebook, and I can't see the people who are watching this on LinkedIn, and I certainly can't see the people that are watching this on YouTube. All I can see are the people that are attached to this small webinar of my students that are going to be jumping into our bootcamp session tonight. I'm going to give you a little sneak preview of what you can expect. And of course, I'm here to answer possibly a few questions. So let me see who's here. And so here's what you have to do. All right. It's really simple. Ask yourself this question. You're trying to sell something on the internet, on Facebook or LinkedIn, right? You got something you want to sell. And God knows there's 2.8 billion people on Facebook. There's 800 million people on LinkedIn. All right. So you would think that somebody on either one of these social networks would want to buy what you have. And the truth is, there are plenty of people. Your challenge is, how do I find them? Or how do they find me? Well, the good news is you don't have to go through all that miserable expense of advertising. They make it so goddamn complicated so that you can drive people so that they can find you. Because the truth is, most of the people that you want to bring into your business, they're not looking for you. All you need is a profile. A personal profile on Facebook, a personal profile on LinkedIn, and then these social networks are a party. You jump in there, and then you look for the people that would be interested in what you're doing. And frankly, you know in advance, based on the contents of their profile, who they are. So you make the connection, you start a casual conversation, and bada bing, bada boom, you're bringing people into the business. Now, I can't help it if you've wasted years, if you've spent tens of thousands of dollars buying in the stuff that doesn't work. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. The people that were lucky enough to get a hold of me early, some of them are making millions of dollars today off of a profile. I taught this back in the AOL days when you didn't have pictures, when people didn't put their names, they came up with interesting screen names. People back then were making millions of dollars. The good news is you're here. The good news is you're catching this. And so the question that you need to ask yourself is this: how did I do in November? How have I done so far this year? How many people are you enrolling, signing up in your business every month? There's another question. Are they still with you? How many people did you sign up and enroll in the first quarter, January, February, and March? How many sales did you make the first quarter, and are those people still with you? How about the second quarter, April, May, and June? How many sales did you make? And what did the people do that you brought into your business, and are they still with you? Is what you're doing duplicating? Now, if you're just here to sell stuff, you can do that. You can do that. God knows you could set up a website and you could drive people to your website, and you could be selling stuff. And every time you make a sale, you make some money. If you're selling expensive stuff, maybe that's okay. But what draws people to network marketing is the concept of residual income. Make a sale one time, And then these people keep coming back and they keep buying. And then when they tell their friends start buying, you get a commission off of that. And it goes deeper and deeper and deeper. That's the power of network marketing residual income. That's what really got me excited 26 years ago. But I didn't know network marketing companies open and close. I didn't know the nuts and bolts of this business. I don't know, maybe if I knew back then what I know now, maybe I wouldn't have, maybe I would have declined. Glad I didn't. But I was desperate 26 years ago. I was going through a divorce. My divorce attorney offered to do my divorce for free if I'd get into a network marketing business. And I had a friend that had made millions of dollars in the business. I said, hey, it makes sense. Where can you start a business for under $1,000 with the potential to make millions? That's what attracts everybody. All right. So you have to ask, forget about what you've done in the past. As Anthony Robbins says, the past does not equal the future unless you're living there. Forget about the past. If you spend a lot of money on stuff, if you're invested in all these systems and other stuff, I'm not saying you can't use some of it. All I'm saying is there are millions of people waiting to talk to you today. They're on Facebook. They're on LinkedIn. And if you're not on LinkedIn, man, you better get there because it's no longer a secret. Top earning network marketers are jumping over there like crazy. Tomorrow, I've got 3 coaching sessions with master distributors in 3 different companies who want me to teach them and their teams how to do this. You ask yourself, how'd you close out November? How many sales did you make? And of course, the other thing that you need to ask yourself is what you're doing duplicatable? Can the people that you brought into your business last month start making money this month? Can the people that you brought into your business last week start making money this week? Okay. So you've been sending out the icebreaker. You've been reaching out to people, they've connected with you. You're sending out 20 of those a day. You got a whole library full of people that have never responded to you. You must have missed the memo that said most people will not respond to the icebreaker. All the icebreaker does is it thanks them for accepting your connection. You've asked them a question. How long have you been on LinkedIn? How's it working for you? They can't be bothered. That doesn't mean anything to them, but you're connected. And so you go back and you look at the people that you reached out to, you look at their profile. Some of these people that you reached out to, you're going to say, oh my God, I don't know, what got into me? I mean, why would I reach out to this person? And you selectively pick the people that, based on who they are, based on what they do, have the potential to be successful in your business, just on the basis of what you see. And then you look at the profile, you look at the things that they've done. It might take you a minute or 2 to read it and figure out what is the hot button, what is the logical starting point of a conversation. You look at their profile and you see, they worked someplace for 18 years and then they left. They used to be a district manager and now they're an associate. Why'd they leave that 30-year job? What prompted them to get into their business? There are plenty of opportunities for you to start conversations with people. The key is to be selective about the people you choose to start a conversation with. They accepted you. That's okay. You get to pick. You get to choose. And the beautiful thing is that everything that you're going to do in conversation with somebody, everything is duplicatable. So as soon as you bring them into your business, there are 18 different strategies, 18 different things that they can do almost immediately to start connecting and talking to people. There's never been anything faster that duplicates in your business. And you've all got hundreds of people that you have never talked to. All you've done is you reached out, they accepted you, and now you go back. You go back. Even 6 months later, doesn't matter. The more selective you are about who you pick, you've got that project launch script that is, it's amazing. And it works best in November and December. You think it worked great in November, wait until you start talking to people about it in December. December is a hot month for building your business. The statistics of people that use the project launch strategy and scripts from last year are astounding. People look at those numbers and they can't believe it. How do you get a 27% closing rate? How does that happen? You get a 27% closing rate when you're talking to the right people. So I encourage all of you, if you haven't registered for boot camp yet, get in. Get in. I've offered some pretty steep discounts because of the holidays. Discounts are over, folks. The good news is I'm not charging you retail because it's worth every penny if you pay the retail rack price to get into boot camp. You will leave boot camp with the knowledge of how to talk to 10, 15, 20 people a day about whatever you're selling. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you're selling. If you have a clear idea of who your ideal prospect is, your ideal customer is, you're golden. If you don't know who your customer is, well, we'll help you find them through trial and error. But, look around. Look at the top people in your business. What did they do before they got into your business? Find a bunch of people like that. But if what you're doing hasn't worked and you're into this boot camp because you want to try something new, different, congratulations, because you struck gold. You struck gold. And whatever it is that you're selling, I want you to keep something in mind. Is it duplicatable? Is it something that the people you can bring into your business can do immediately? I learned a lot about network marketing over the last 26 years. When I first heard about how many other companies were out there, I heard all kinds of stories about successful leaders in other companies. One of my favorites is somebody named Richard Call. Now, Richard was one of the big money earners in Nu Skin. I mean, he made millions and millions of dollars. And at the same time, he helped a lot of other people make millions of dollars. Richard used to take his kids to school in a Rolls Royce, and he would wear a bathrobe. People wanted to know, what does your dad do? Simple form of attraction marketing. But Richard had a saying, and there's a lot of sense to what Richard used to say. Obviously, he made millions and millions of dollars. Find something that appeals to the masses, and you can live with the upper classes. I'm not trying to talk you into a business or out of a business. I don't want to say I don't care what you're selling, because I do. And some of you are involved in stuff that when you really understand how this business works, by February, you'll be doing something else, armed with the strategies and armed with the experience and the education and training to know that you could be enrolling 3 or 4 people a week into your business, 7 or 8 or 10 people a month into your business, and watch these people duplicate. In our top earner retreat, our goal is to help you enroll 20 people personally, and those 20 people duplicate and replicate, which, by the way, we have just opened up registration for our winter retreat at the end of February. This is a great time of year to build your business. Forget about what happened in the past. Use that to leverage your actions moving forward. Example, I helped a woman go to the top of her company. She became the #2 earner in her company in about, I think it was like 45 or 50 days. Once she knew how to find people, what she would do, and she spent a lot of money on different things. So she'd go out and she'd start finding people that were doing what she used to do. Okay. And she'd reach out to them and said, hey, how long have you been doing? I used to do that. How long have you been doing it? How's it working for you? How's it working for you? Network marketing success has always been based on stories. Everybody's got a story. What's your story? I promise you, when you start having results, when you start moving up the ranks in your company, your whole life, your outlook is going to change. Your mindset's going to change. You are going to feel great about everything. So all I'm saying to you, for those of you that are in the process of moving through this process, take a deep breath, relax. It's coming. You're learning a dance. Get out on the dance floor and dance with people. Dance with people that are better dancers than you are, and you'll become a better dancer. Let me look at quickly. Tonight, you're not going to need to take notes because everything's going to be okay. I started lots of conversations with people from defunct companies that have since gotten jobs. No need, no perception, no perceived need. Forget about them. Now you could ask them, how's the job? Are they enjoying the job? But no, you want to talk to people that you clearly know need what you have, want what you have, or would be open to it. You don't have to talk to everybody. You really don't. Where in the world can you go and connect with people that, based on their initial profile and their activity, you have a pretty good idea that they'd be great in your business, they'd be interested in your business? Now, what's the next part? They were looking for a job. Okay, well, they found a job. They're no longer on that list. Now, if you were on a desert island and you didn't have a whole lot of people to talk to, that'd be one thing. But you're not. Every month, 8 to 12 million people are joining LinkedIn. So reach out to people and start talking to the new ones. You have to learn when to walk away. And when you put all these things together, you are on your road to greatness. Let me pop over here. I want to do a quick screen share. And I think this is the one I'm looking for. Okay. 29 days to go, my friends. 29 days, New Year's Eve. Happy New Year early. Now, you follow the formula that I'm going to be sharing with you, and many of you will have the best New Year's Eve you've ever had. A new year, a new you. Your profile positions you as someone that the people that would be interested in buying what you're doing would want to know. Now, they're recruiting scripts, strategies, and tactics that only work in December and January. You're going to love them. Today we're still talking about Hanukkah. There are all kinds of holidays. On Saturday, it's National Cookie Day. National Cookie Day. In January, there are, again, all kinds of holidays, all kinds of opportunities for you to meet new people, talk to people, but there are some amazing things that take place in December and January that are unique to this time of year. People are thinking about change. They're also thinking about what can they do to make more money. There are recruiting scripts and tactics and strategies that work from December 25th to New Year's Eve like you can't believe when you're talking to the right people. And they go all the way through till the end of January. Now, boot camp starts tonight. And we're going to teach you how to close the sale for those of you that are intimidated by selling. We're going to put that behind you. Now, for those of you that are registered for boot camp, you're already in it. You've gone through the website. There are going to be a lot of changes that are taking place while you're in boot camp. So I want to give you a little sneak peek at what the new boot camp is going to look like. We're going to give you access to the previously recorded boot camp, so you'll have access to the November boot camp. When you log in, just push that button. It'll take you right over to the November boot camp. We've had to move over to a whole new platform. I got to tell you, I have never been more excited. I've had to wait a long time for this technology to develop, and you benefit. 5 boot camp sessions. Create your page, connect with people, communicate with them, and close them. Work your way across. You got the flip book that shares you the information with you. This is something that you're all going to love. The profile guide, scripts, Ask Max sessions. Behind every one of these, we've taken the content and we've cut it up. We've broken it down into different sections. Daily routine. We've got case studies that will knock your socks off. People have followed these scripts and they've enrolled all kinds of people. They've rank advanced. Behind every one of these, 16 little videos. So when we get to the connect part and you want to know, well, you know, Max covered using LinkedIn. How do I use LinkedIn? How do I find people on Sales Navigator? Little 10-minute videos that will share that information with you. Same thing, connect with prospects. It's case studies, strategies, everything broken down for you so that you can find what you're looking for and go faster. How to communicate with everyone, qualify them. What are the questions to ask? What do I do when someone says A to me and B to me? How to close more sales. Everything broken down and compartmentalized, making it easier for you. And that's what it's all about. Finally, the top earners in the company, what do they do? What do you have to do? And again, everything's been broken down into small little bites. Small little bites. We're going to make it, and just remember this, my friends, everything changes. Everything changes. There are new strategies, there are new scripts. We were getting ready to come up with, I mean, I've got some phenomenal new scripts because a lot of people are quitting their jobs because they don't want to take the shot. And opened up a whole new group of people. But it looks like we're probably not going to have to use a lot of those. The courts are coming in. What's wrong with my voice? And basically, we don't know where that's going to go. But the bottom line is there are people waiting to talk to you right now. Right now. And that's what it's all about. Talking to people. You talk to enough of the right people, not only will your business grow, it will expand, it will blossom. Now, if you had a bad experience with previous companies, well, what can I say? This is all you need to think about. Is what you're doing working for you? Working to the point where you're making money. A lot of people get into network marketing. They spend years trying to build a business. They are actually funding the business with the income that they're making from their day jobs. Oh, man, this is going to take care of me. If you're not covering your basic expenses after 90 days in a company, you got to figure out what you're doing wrong. More important than that, you got to figure out, is it really possible? Is it possible to make money in this business? Most of the times, the answer is going to be yes. You just need to know where to find the right people and basically how to do it. Unfortunately, too many people in network marketing are never trained. They're never trained. The person that brought you into the business, the person that got you on your products, which you love, is gone. They're off to doing something else. Every day I hear from someone with, it's a sad story, okay? You get into a business with somebody, they're a leader, they're very successful, they got great charisma, they help you, they bring you into a business, everybody's excited. 6 months later, they come back and they say, hey, we're gonna go over here, we're gonna do something else. Come with us. And like a lemming, you follow them from deal to deal, company to company. Every time you didn't make money in the first one, you didn't make money in the second one. They made money because they brought lots of people with them. At some point in time, you're going to get to a position where if something happens to your company, people are going to follow you. People are going to follow you. So tonight at 9 o'clock, there is going to be the first session of my boot camp. And I understand, we offered some discounts, and now we've got some new things out there, and people are, can I get in on this? Can I get in on this? Just write to my office, support@maxsteingart.com. They'll take care of you. The days of struggling, the days of trying to figure out where can I find people to talk to, those days are over. They're over. I mean, I could spend the next 30 minutes sharing success stories of people that have gone through my programs and they're having outrageous success. What I'm going to do, just to, I'm not going to change the screen, but I want you to listen to somebody who, right after our first coaching session, he couldn't believe the results he was getting. After the second one, he made 2 posts, signed up 12 people. And then he called in 2 weeks ago, and this is what he had to say.
I do have a great quick testimony. Just sponsored a new individual. I've actually got a member of my team on here who's one of our newest 6-figure earners, Melissa Brower. So I wanted to give her a shout out. She just hit 100K in this company. She's already done it before, but this is the most fun we've had. And a young lady I just sponsored who has 0 network marketing experience, I taught her just a few of the techniques that you taught me, and she's already like number 7 in recruiting in our company right now. I just saw her name on the leaderboard tonight. So I was like, wow, I got to tell Max. So it's really cool. I just wanted to tell you, man, everything you're teaching, it works in real life. And we all appreciate you so much.
That's duplication. That's duplication. I actually talked to the, I think his name was Melissa, his, 6-figure earner. She is wild. She, I take my hat off to anybody that is successful doing it the old-fashioned way. But when she saw the potential, this woman is going to go all the way to the top of her company. I would venture to say by maybe Valentine's Day in February. Where do you want to be? Get into boot camp. Tonight, we're going to give you some steps. We're going to give you some actions to take. If you want to get a little bit of a head start, watch the first session of our November boot camp. Let me look quickly. Catherine, I'm grateful Barbara told me about you. Well, Catherine, I'm glad she did. I hear about it all the time. Hear about it all the time. Doesn't matter what you're selling. It really doesn't. It's a nutritional company. Doesn't matter what the company is. I was talking to yesterday to David Moses, who was the master distributor at Zija, and everybody in Zija went over to Isogenics, and so you're going to be hearing a lot of Isogenic success stories over the next 3 or 4 weeks. You're going to be hearing a lot of success stories from other companies move over Melaleuca. So we've got a lot of Melaleuca success stories. Here's the bottom line. I'm here to help you. I'm not going to rub your nose in it because maybe you made a couple of mistakes. The bottom line is you're here. And if you follow the steps, if you follow the formula, you're on your way. You can be enrolling a couple of people every week and then help those people, teach them some simple steps, and you're golden. You bring somebody into a business, they're your partner. You need to help them. You need to work with them. You need to do everything that you possibly can to help them succeed. It's not just a question of sign up and, go watch this video. Nice talking to you. Unfortunately, there are people in this business that are just like that. But that's not you. If you're looking to make long-term income in network marketing, it's a relationship business. So I will be back 2 nights, 4 hours. 4 hours. For those of you that can't make tonight's session, don't worry about it. Everything was recorded. But we're going to give you information. We're going to share with you some strategies tonight that some of you will use to be enrolling people before Monday. Great way to start off December. Now, one last word. If you run into people that have a negative attitude about network marketing, if you're afraid to ask that question, what experience do you have? You're going to lose that. Do not be afraid to talk about network marketing. My upline in the network marketing company that I was in, I asked them, I said, what people are asking me, is this a pyramid? And I was told to say, no, the pyramids are in Egypt. No, this isn't a pyramid. I could never say that. But unfortunately, I did not have the personal conviction, the belief level that I had 3 years later. You have to borrow initially the success and the warm and fuzzy feelings from your upline, from people that are doing it. But now, thanks to social networks, it happens quick, it happens fast. Just like you heard Will's example of someone brand new to network marketing comes in, she's number 7. Number 7. So that being said, for those of you that are watching this on Facebook, for those of you that are watching this on LinkedIn, I hope to see all of you in boot camp tonight. We're going to help you make December the best month of the year in your business. And no, we're not going to be selling these "You Can't Fix Stupid" t-shirts, although I really like the idea. But the bottom line is you can't. So when you're talking to somebody that's got a negative attitude about network marketing, don't feel bad if they start to pyramids. Oh, I would never do anything like that. Well, we know what we know. And the problem is that you have better information than they do. So we will be back tonight. Hope to see all of you there. And you can go to my website, maxsteingart.com/bootcamp. Register. You could write in. Register. And we're going to help you enroll 5 people before the end of the month. If you follow through, talk to enough people, and say the right things. So until next time, let's see here. Okay, let me just address that. I was building a network marketing company, and it was called the People's Network. It was a 24-hour a day broadcasting system. Positive motivational TV, and I used America Online social networks to build a business. Company was sold to Prepaid Legal, and the night they announced it, Jeff Olson, who was the CEO, introduced me to Harlan Stonecipher. He says, Harlan, this guy has figured out the internet. I had. In fact, they invited me to go to Ada, Oklahoma to talk to them at the corporate level about it. I had a week's notice. I flew into Dallas. I took an early flight from Miami. When I landed, I was picked up at the airport by a new AOL friend who took me to a car rental where I rented a van, and then we went to a shopping center mall where we met 4 more women. So I'm driving from Dallas to Ada, Oklahoma with 5 women in this van. Now, the interesting thing was we all knew each other. We'd all been talking to each other. We never met personally until that day. But they were all excited. They were all looking for a way to make money from home. So we drive to Ada, Oklahoma, and it was an interesting experience, okay? For those of you, I mean, I understand it's changed. It's been about maybe 23, 24 years. I understand they built a new facility, but driving into the town, it reminded me of Mayberry, for those of you who remember the Andy Griffin show. But anyway, so I meet with the Harlan's assistant, and I explained to him, I said, look, I've got this program. It works. It duplicates like crazy. And here, talk to these. They're 5 women. They're all looking for business opportunity. They gave them a tour. And then I find out that they were concerned about fraud. It was very early in I mean, there was no internet really per se. I mean, AOL, it was the internet, but they didn't call them social networks back then. So they told me, they says, hey, we're concerned about fraud. See, with that company, which is the appeal, a great product, right? So you find somebody that's interested in protecting themselves, legal insurance, and they give you a $25 check. Maybe it's more now. And the company pays you an advance commission. So depending upon your level, you could collect a $25 check and make $130, $140. They're paying you in advance. The challenge is if the person quits, stops, and cancels the program before the full year is up, you're subject to what they call chargeback. And, the way they've got their comp plan set up, if somebody needs one more sale to step up to the next rank, it's been known that they'll go to a relative and say, hey, listen, sign up for this program for 2 months so I can rank advance, and then cancel. It's okay. I'll get the charge back, but now I'm at the next level. Oh, they were concerned about that, rightfully so. And I said, look, that's going to happen whether people have filled out the forms or people are doing it on the internet. Right, that's insurance. So the key is to sell the service, to sell the insurance to somebody that values it. Now, I came up with a little wrinkle, okay, because I'm working right now with a bunch of folks in prepaid. They're not getting cancellations. It's all about selling it the correct way. Now, because there wasn't an opportunity for me to build a prepaid legal business, because the only way I was going to do it was over social media. A lot of leaders left. They went to other companies. I was invited to speak at a NECAN event in Anaheim, California. One of the leaders brought me in. I spoke in front of a group of about 2,000 people. And I sold a whole bunch of training and financially did very, very well. And I said to myself, yeah, man, I could do this. I joined the Direct Sales Association and I started traveling around the country. Um, yeah. So you don't get charged? Well, first of all, James, if you want to use LinkedIn to build your business, man, you got to take all that crap off your page about what you're doing. I mean, everybody in the world knows what you're doing. You're not going to get the results that you're looking for because people know. They look at your profile, they're, oh my God, that's another one of those prepaid legal people. You're not going to be the first person that reaches out to people. Now, prepaid legal now offers a whole bunch of things. Besides the legal insurance, you also have identity theft. Now, if money's tight, I might think, do I really need legal insurance? I mean, I'm paying for this in case I want to get sued or any of this other stuff. What's the chance of that happening? It's pretty small, but there's still a chance it can happen. Aren't we all more concerned about identity theft? God forbid, so emphasize identity theft first or build that into the package. They're less likely to cancel. At least the people that I'm working with are having a ball. Okay. So the bottom line for all of you is this. You are sitting on a gold mine. A gold mine. I remember years ago, Dave Savula didn't get it right away. He was a top guy in the company when we merged. I love the guy. In fact, he used to tell people he thought the only way to turn off a computer was to unplug it. Right. But he recognized the potential. So he had me training at his sessions. I loved the company because they were all about events. Love it. Bottom line for all of you, like I said, whether it's health and wellness, whether it's a service, it doesn't matter what it is. There are people out there waiting to talk to you. There are people out there that need what you have. And just like if you went to a restaurant, if you went to the shopping, you went to a market, you're making a salad tonight. You want to get a tomato that's ripe, that's ready to cut up and eat. If you can tell the difference between a ripe tomato and one that's green, it's not hard to just pick it up. Is it soft or is it really hard? If you want a soft one, it doesn't take you long to figure that out. But the bottom line is, once you learn how to recognize what you're looking for, could you imagine walking into a room with 100 people, being able to identify the 10 people in the room that would buy what you're selling right out of the gate? That's what Facebook, that's what LinkedIn offers you. When you know what to look for in a profile, when you know how to engage someone in a conversation, and more important than that, when you know how to talk to someone, not in a salesy way. You're not trying to sell, you're trying to see if there's an opportunity to sell. If you're intimidated about selling, don't worry about that. The best salespeople in the world are not great salespeople, they're great listeners. When you know the questions to ask and what to listen for, you'll keep talking to the people. Well, okay, Tom purchased it years ago and it's paid off after the first couple of uses. Great. Now, using it as a service is one thing. If it's working for you, you keep using the service. If you're taking pills, if you're taking lotions or potions and it's working for you, why would you stop? Using the product, taking advantage of the service is one thing. Building a business is something else. You have to be talking to the people that need it, want it, and appreciate doing it. That's all. They're out there. They're out there. They're waiting to talk to you. They're waiting to hear from you. They're waiting to sign up in your business. If they just knew about it and if they liked you and trusted you. So be nice. Don't slam people with an opportunity. Take the few minutes to find out what they need, what they want. The more selective you are, the better off you're going to be. Hope to see all of you tonight in boot camp. And we've got it's just going to be a great year for all of you. James, I'll take a look at it tonight when we talk about profiles. Best of luck in building your business, folks. God bless. And remember, you're going to run into people that have a negative attitude about network marketing, and your mission should be forget about trying to sell them. Forget about trying to sell them. If they could come away with a positive attitude about network marketing, then you've done them a favor. If not, hey, you can't help everybody. Until next time, best of luck in building your business, folks. God bless.